Hello everybody, Bored College Girl here to give you some tips on what you should bring with you to college if you are just starting college. Everyone knows that college is very pricey and the list of things you need to live is pretty lengthy. I'm going to start with bathroom things that you'll need. First off, you'll need a shower caddy, especially if you don't have your own private bathroom, because how else are you going to haul all of your daily shower stuff with you to the bathroom? You'll also need the necessities like soap, razor, shampoo, conditioner, really whatever you use, straighteners for girls, all that type of stuff. You're going to need your own towels. I have about 7 towels, and I find that to be a little too much. I haven't used half of them. So about 4 is good, given that you hang them up and let them dry. Face cloths are also needed if you wash your face with them anyway during the shower or in the morning. Get a lot of them because they will be used. You may wish to get a small towel drying rack type thing for your room if your room doesn't already have one included. In my college we have them included, so I'd have to get one. Girls, you might also want to get yourself a small mirror for a barrow, just that you can hold and move around to get better lighting to look at yourself, because my roommate ended up borrowing mine quite a bit. Now on to bed stuff. You're going to want a cushion for your mattress because, let's face it, college beds are old and decrepit and have been used many times. There are actually sometimes weird stains on the mattress. You might wish to flip your mattress over if this is what's for your bed. You're going to want a lot of blankets, especially if you live up north in a colder climate, because dorm rooms can get kind of cold, especially by the windows. Now, if you're like me, the television is near the bed, so I like to use my pillows to lean up against while I'm in bed to sit up, and that requires a lot of pillows, so if you're like that, get a lot of pillows. If not, just get one. Now on to decor. Everybody wants to decorate their room to make it their own. If not, you're just going to have a plain white-walled room, and that's not a fun way to enjoy college. You're going to want to decorate your room, so you need the sticky strips that go on the walls that don't damage the walls and come off pretty easily. I find the hooks come off kind of hard, but they're useful. For decor, you might want to get yourself a rug to put on the floor, especially if the floor is wood or tile. It's going to be cold on your feet in the morning if it's wintertime. A nice Christmassy, light-looking, colorful thing for your wall is always great to have, and it brightens up a pretty dark prison-like room. Posters and pictures, you're probably going to want to put some memories that remind you of home up on the walls. Just make sure your roommate doesn't have a problem with certain things you put on the wall before you put them. There are many things you can use for decor, but the last thing I have is a lamp for your desk. It's actually useful and it's decorative. Entertainment is also a big thing in college. When there's nothing going on, you want something to do. Television is a good way to have something to do. You just get a television. It doesn't matter how big. Usually a small one works fairly well, considering you have to move it in and out of the dorm. And you also want to get a cable wire usually to go with it, but some schools have different setups, so look into that. Video games also, for you type of people who are entertained by video games and enjoy playing video games, bring them with you. Just make sure your roommate doesn't have people over that might steal them. A laptop is certainly something that can be used for entertainment, but also the practical use, especially during school. So make sure you get a laptop so you don't have to go sit down at a computer cluster that closes at night, and if you're a night person and you like to do things at night, well, you're kind of out of luck. Also, a cell phone, which can be used for entertainment, but it's also practical in communicating with people, so that's also a good thing to have. Now for a rather lengthy list, and that is school supplies. Believe it or not, you actually need to get school supplies at college. First off, you want to make sure you get your textbooks. Textbooks can be rather pricey for whatever reason, but if you shop around, you can usually find them for a better price. Don't buy them from your school store unless you've searched around and they have a better deal than Amazon and eBay and that type of thing. You're going to want notebooks, especially if you are not a laptop type of note taker. I mean, some teachers do allow laptops for notes, but some don't, so make sure you have a few notebooks handy. Believe it or not, you will want colored paper, because sometimes you get creative type projects assigned to you and they want it to be colorful, and so if you have colored paper, it makes it a little easier. Also, you'll want white paper as well for many reasons. You can get your own printer as a school supply type thing, but make sure you have enough ink that'll last you through the semester. But most schools provide printers, you get a printing quota, maybe you have $20 worth of printing, but you can add on to it. And I find that to be cheaper than buying $50 worth of ink. You're also going to want pens and pencils, including a pencil sharpener for those pencils, because some teachers do not like pens and they prefer you to write in pencil. You're also going to want your own stapler with staples because, believe it or not, most teachers want multiple page paper stapled. You're also going to want some paper clips, file folders, glue, note cards, highlighters, rulers, calculator, obviously, and believe it or not, art supplies like markers, color pencils, fabric, yarn, etc. Now onto clothing. Make sure you bring clothes for your designated region. If you live up somewhere north and it's colder outside, bring warmer clothes because, believe it or not, you're going to be there for most of the cold time. Bring shorts, of course, for like spring and the beginning of fall, but as temperatures go down, you're going to wish you had warm clothes. If I were you, I'd also bring enough pants to last at least a week because, believe it or not, you won't be doing laundry every day. Maybe like your mom did your laundry at home, so you had clean clothes almost every day. But that's not the case at college. You have to pay to do laundry, so it's usually like once a week. You're also going to want some dress-up clothes if you have an interview for somewhere on campus or off campus. Most interviewers want their interviewees to be dressed up nice, actually, like a jacket for colder climates and a sweater for those that are warmer, but it can be a little cold out at some point. You may wish to bring boots if you live up north and there's snow, bring snow boots. If you live down south and it rains a lot, bring rain boots. No matter where you are, it is probably going to rain at some point. Make sure you have like a rain jacket or an umbrella. I prefer an umbrella so I can keep my backpack dry as well. You also want a backpack for your textbooks to keep them from getting damaged by weather-related things or dropping them trying to carry them. If you're a girl, you may wish to bring a purse to carry your money and makeup and brushes and all that type of stuff with you. If you're the type of person who loses things a lot, including like a school ID, you're not going to want to lose your college school ID. So possibly buy a lanyard and wear it around your neck constantly because that's probably your meal ticket right there. Now for food-related items. You're going to want a mini fridge. Possibly one with a freezer. I myself prefer the one with the freezer because that means I can have ice and I can have ice cream and I can have popsicles. I can have whatever I want that's cold. You may not think so at the time, but a microwave actually helps out. They sure they probably have one like down in the kitchen, but having one in your room saves you a trip. Those big coffee drinkers out there might prefer to have a coffee maker in their room instead of taking a trip to some food place to get coffee every morning. You're going to want a lot of food for yourself, like snacks, ramen, like small meal type things in your room, because you're not going to want to waste a meal swipe to go get like a bag of chips or something from the cafeteria or whatever you got. So, yeah, invest. You're also going to want to get some bottled water because it saves you a trip to getting or finding clean water to use. As in my previous video, my pet peeves about the bathroom, filling up your water bottle in the bathroom, probably not the best idea. Use a water fountain instead. If you like to eat healthy, nothing's wrong with that. Just make sure if you buy fruit or something, you eat it within probably about a week or two because then it will spoil and it'll be a waste of money. You're also going to want paper towels, plastic, preferably plates, plastic bowls, plastic cups, and some microwavable mugs and other type of microwavable things that are washable so you don't have to buy more every semester. Because paper, you just throw it away one use, you know? It's okay to have paper, but plastic's the way to go. With your plastic dishware, you're going to want dishcloths, dish soap, and a container to put your dirty dishes in so you can go and wash them. Now for emergency items. You're going to want a first aid kit. You're going to want pain medicine, cold medicine, and tissues. Believe it or not, you're probably going to need to clean your room at some point. That means a vacuum is probably needed, a dustpan, and a broom, and any type of like Windex to clean the windows or mirrors, because let's face it, your room isn't going to stay spotless for a whole semester. Now for some miscellaneous stuff that actually kind of helped me out. I like storage bins. They make moving things a lot easier because when you're at college, you're going to move in and out every year. So that's 4 times you're moving in and out, given that you like your roommate. A fan is also nice because on the hot spring days or early fall days, you're going to be cooking in your room. let's face it, outside probably won't be much better. It'll be cooler in your room, but not by much. The last thing that I find absolutely the most helpful thing with moving things in and out is like a type of cart. It doesn't have to be big. It has to be small enough to fit through like an average size door. But it helps like carry like odd shaped heavy things. You can just throw them in the cart and wheel them in the elevator, or if you have a flat door, just roll them down the hall. And you're out to your car and you're ready to go. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll make a list of everything I've said in this video and put it in the description box below. I'll also find the prices from Walmart, because Walmart carries just about everything. There might be cheaper prices elsewhere, so you can get a good idea of how much supplies are going to cost you at college. It also helps you out if you're filling out a scholarship. You can just use that number. So leave a like or put a comment down below about something that helped you out in college. And subscribe if you enjoyed this video. There'll be more to come, stuff like this, tips and pet peeves and things that I just want to do because I'm bored. Thanks for watching. Bye.